Hello, Team Tekkers. It's Mags here. I just wanted to do a quick video to give a little bit of a tutorial on how to upload your audio to our Red Circle. I know it's easy giving verbal instructions, but sometimes it makes it a little bit easier if you can kind of like watch how it's done and kind of refer back to it. So I just thought, especially for Simon, just thought it would be easy to give a kind of a step-by-step guide to how it's done and how the podcast can get published audio. So firstly, let me just share my screen. Um, this window right here. So this will be the Red Circle website that you'll go to, redcircle.com. Obviously, with it full screen, you would see the login there. But obviously, I'm working and trying to make sure the video's recording at the same time. So it would actually be in this kind of little menu here for me. So then you would go to login right there. You will need your signing details. If you haven't got that, get hold of either myself or Tanner, and we'll get you some login details. But essentially, it's the email address is Radio Tekkers, and the password is like I said, contact me or contact Tanner, and we will get that sorted for you. So you would then go to sign in, and you'd see these two options. Headlock Talk is Tanner's is non-Radio Tekkers project, so we're not dealing with that right now. We're dealing with this one, Radio Tekkers. So we would click on that icon, and you will then see the menu. What we want then is episodes. This here shows the episodes that have been published or are due to be published. We then would want new episode. So you get this kind of drop down menu. So from here, what I usually like to do is have all my stuff in a row ready to drag and drop. You can click on these icons, and it'll bring up a search menu for your Windows, but I prefer to do it this way. So in this box here, episode artwork, I just drag and drop the artwork. I'm uploading for context episode 4 of Chain Wrestling Live. For the title, this is from our and the email for the details that Sar sent me. So it would be Chain Wrestling Live episode 4 Beyond Thunderdome, because we were talking about the Thunderdome match from Halloween Havoc 1989. In terms of description, Sa as give this, which is awesome. What we also like to do with Radio Tekkers is we like to have some verbiage just to make it standard across all our video, all our audio and video. So again, contact Tanner and myself for this file, but essentially this is copy and pasted onto every single release we do. It just gives a lot of details about what Radio Tekkers is, how to find us, and stuff like that. So then we'll get to this part here, choose a file to upload. Again, you can click on that if you wish. I prefer to drag and drop. This is the audio file that Simon sent me. And then we'll get to this bit here. This is the important bit. This is where you schedule when the show is going to be dropped. Obviously, we by the time you get to this point with Red Circle, you should have a scheduled date and time for when your episodes are dropping. This one, for example, is dropping on Wednesday, so that will be Wednesday the 4th. And what I like to do, we can discuss it as and when it's you want your content uploaded, but I like my or our content to be uploaded so that if people can listen on the way to work in the mornings, or it's there ready if they have some downtime at lunchtimes, something like that. So I like to upload mine pretty early in the morning. So for me, because we're in a BST, I'd like to upload around 6, so we can get the morning um, the morning listeners from the UK, and then also still get the lunchtime listeners from the US. So that's what time I would advise. If that's not the time you're looking at, I'm sure we can discuss that as and when we talk about your uploads. So from there, you then just click publish. It'll take a little while, so let's have some filler music. Do, 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 do. No, but being serious though, it'll take a couple of minutes, and then it'll load into another screen, which we'll get to in a second. Whilst I'm here, just hope that if you have any questions or anything that you need to ask Duck, you can either refer back to this video or just hit me, Tanner, or Matt, or any of the team. Really, we're lucky that we've got such a hardworking and kind of a unified team. So we'll get to this point now. You can see here that the file has been uploaded and it is processing. So these bits here, these aren't really in play yet. Embedding the episode is for if you are putting the video or the audio onto a website or into kind of like a WordPress or something like that. You get a long HTML code which essentially gives you a click on player for it to be able to show up on your website. Insertion points is a different thing. Again, it doesn't really apply yet. But once this video is processed, I'll point you out. But essentially, insertion points are where we'll be putting advertising. When we get to the point that we've got the listener numbers and the listening hours that we can monetize the red circle to pay for the software that we use and to pay for the subscriptions that we need. That those adverts will essentially, hopefully, fingers crossed, be able to pay for the content. So Tanner, Matt, and myself are not out of pocket, and fingers crossed, and hopefully, if we all work together, we can get to a stage where it may pay us a little bit of a wage. That's obviously a part dream, but again, so as you can see that now is uploaded and scheduled. So insertion points. This will look pretty familiar to a lot of people who edit their own audio using Audacity, but essentially this part here, the pre-roll, they recommend that you don't really put advertisements in there. I'm going to add an insertion point, but I'm not actually going to put one in because, like I said, we're not at the stage of being monetized. But what you would essentially do is find a point in your audio, or even create a point where there's a gap, where the conversation's died down, or you're switching from one topic to another topic. For example, there you lay a marker, and then you move the advertising marker to be level with it. So essentially you will then get advertisements in that video or in that audio specifically for your country. For example, here in the UK, we get UK-based adverts. If you're listening in America, you get adverts for American companies. That's essentially how that works. But obviously, I'm not going to insert that advert yet because we're not at that point of monetization with Red Circle. So that episode now is ready and uploaded. If you click on back, you'll see there that it's ready to publish, which is tomorrow on the day of recording. So yeah, that's essentially a guide on how to upload your audio to Red Circle. I hope that helps, and if you have any questions, definitely hit me back up. It's absolutely not a problem. We're always here to help. That's one thing that we pride ourselves on here at Radio Tekkers. So yeah, hope this has been of use, and I will see you guys on the Twitters.